1 for 9, that's 6th best. Ball movement, a staple for Jim Mitchell in this Princeton offense. Kabiri inverting up top. There's Bonanno, reigning Ivy League Rookie of the Year and the natural lefty.
And it's strength on strength. Princeton moves the ball at hyperspeed. Syracuse, one of the best man-down units.
Palumbo up top, step down from Kabiri, and it's backed up by Vanna.
And great job by the Syracuse man-down unit. This Princeton offense, they're so deep, might be the deepest offense in the country.
Here comes Palumbo, gets topside. Cutter out in front, Bonanno goes low, and the Tigers strike first. Won't technically be a man-up tally as the penalty had expired, but Princeton takes advantage.
And this is a fantastic feed from Palumbo to a cutting Bonanno. Chad Palumbo threads the defense, Bonanno cashes in, and the Tigers get the party started 1-0.
Something that we thought might be an issue, you've got the low-setting sun behind us, so sort of off to the right, and then you've got the glare off the snowbank. Talking down on the field, didn't seem like anyone was over-concerned with that. I say snowbank, maybe glacier is the better word, because that thing's about 10, 15 feet tall.
Yeah, it looks pretty good when I was down on the field in pregame. I don't think it'll be an issue for goaltenders. In the clearing game, it might be from side to side.
I feel like if you're a goalie, anytime you can get out of the dome in Syracuse, you like the sight lines as Kabiri comes topside. That's not Kabiri, that's the freshman Parker Reynolds. Had his first 2 career goals on the Princeton win at Maryland last week, and he makes it 2-0 Tigers midway through the first.
And Parker Reynolds, he gets the pick and turns the corner, and the kid from Manlius, New York in Syracuse territory stings it on his hometown team in Jersey.
Teams now 15-5 against non-conference opponents. The Ivy standings presented by Jag Physical Therapy, and right off the face-off, Andrew McMeekin. Make it, take it to make it 3-0 Tigers.
And don't let the face-off statistics fool you, Cody. This kid, Andrew McMeekin, 32 in white, he's an absolute stud. He's not just a face-off guy. When he gets the ball in his stick, he can bring it, and he does that right here. And the Tigers are, but Coach Hirsch has done a tremendous job trying to rebuild this defense. Was a captain for the great Bill Tierney.
I feel like we talked a lot about how Princeton doesn't really slide. And what have they been doing today to cause turnovers?
Sliding, they've been doing a nice job. And when you look at Princeton, whatever it takes to win, they will play defense.
Princeton trying to expand this 3-0 advantage. Opening contest of what they're calling the ACC Ivy Challenge. The last couple of years it was Princeton and Penn heading down to the Tar Heel State to take on UNC and Duke. John Dunphy turns the corner, 4 goals by 4 different Tigers, and an early 4-0 Princeton lead.
And John Dunphy, 48 in white, the senior from Ridgewood, a natural attackman, and he's in the invert, turns the corner, and there's no support. He's played midfield, but very comfortable behind the goal. Played for the great Mike Pounds at Ridgewood High School in North Jersey.
Lap would make that almost impossible. Football in the fall, lacrosse in the spring. Syracuse has a player who's a 2-sport athlete. They've got a couple of them actually, but Joe Filardi we've seen today. Long stick midfielder and a quarterback for the Syracuse football team. Reynolds has one of the Tigers' 4 goals. Second midfield, here's Vanna, who also plays on the man-up unit. Jake Vanna, 2 goals last week in that victory down in College Park.
And Princeton's done a nice job of handling the Syracuse pressure. This might be the meanest defense in college lacrosse. Syracuse is tremendous.
Topside, Chad Palumbo with a head of steam to make it 5-0 Princeton.
And we mentioned 10 in white, Chad Palumbo in the open. Gets underneath, gets some leverage from the pick. S-dodge, gets back to his strong left hand for more angle, and he blasts the back of the net. The Tigers are rolling.
So let's see if they put 21 on the clock or if they give them the full 60. They're going to put 21.
It must not have touched the goal or the goalie. And Princeton's done a great job here with the big little game, short stick and long stick in pick games along the side of the goal.
Chad Palumbo starting on attack, but spending a lot of time at the top of the formation. Tigers have to go. Here's Tucker Wade, turns the corner. Make it 6 different goal scores for Matt Madelon's squad.
And Princeton has owned goal line extended so far in this game. And Tucker Wade, just the next name. He's got a short stick matchup, little rocker step, turns the corner, and the support is not there in time. Tucker Wade gets the Tigers up 6-0, and he's one of the silent igniters for this team. They have so many good players everywhere, but Tucker Wade.
And they took it to get a couple of ranked teams on the schedule.
And it'll pay dividends for all the teams involved in this. And what a cool experience for all the players, coaches, and teams involved in this event.
Shot blocked. Syracuse keeps it. That was Nick Crowley, the Tigers man down specialist, stepping in front. 30 seconds left on Syracuse's first man up of the contest.
And Princeton,
just a little bit out of rhythm.
Yeah, and Princeton pressuring the ball in their man down defense to try to get on the hands.
Syracuse finally snaps the drought, and it's Luke Roa, the senior. Scored on 3 of his 4 shots Saturday at Harvard, and he gets the Orange on the board midway through the second quarter with the man-up tally.
And Princeton trying to get on the hands of the Syracuse players, but Roa steps into a gap, and he lets it fly high to low, and he blows it past Croddick. Is that the goal that gets this team going? And then you give them this many 6-on-5s.
First Orange goal came about 2.5 minutes ago, the 6:06 mark. And Syracuse another quick man up. It'll be Stabilina on the restart. Through Finn Thompson up top, back to Roa. Leo gives it up and gets it back.
And Princeton not getting on the hands as much defensively as they did in the previous possession.
There's an open look, and it's Finn Thompson. Back-to-back goals, and here comes Syracuse, the Orange cutting it to 4.
And the skip pass from Leo to Thompson, opposite side on Croddick. Looks like he gets caught guessing on that right side, and Thompson goes to Croddick's left side.
Big face-off here. Syracuse trying to keep momentum. McMeekin. And it'll be an infraction against Mullen, so he's had a frustrating first half here in the Garden State. And now the Tigers a chance to try to get the momentum back.
Just like lacrosse is a game of runs, it's a game of runs at the face-off X.
Last time these teams met, second half, Syracuse started on a 6-0 run, and then Princeton went on a 5-0 run. Today the Tigers scored the first 6 before back-to-back Orange goals. Flag comes in, doesn't matter. Shot and a goal by Nate Kabiri as the Tigers get one back. Nate Kabiri, the 7th different Tiger to find the back of the net.
And it starts with the pick for Palumbo, skip pass to Kabiri, and a blast from the past into the back of the net, just like Jesse Hubbard. Nate Kabiri low to low.
On prep, so they've been playing together for 6 or 7 years. They've been 3-year starters on attack. Downhill dodge and a clean save by McCall as that came in from Tucker Wade, bidding for his second of the day.
And if you're Syracuse, stacking stops and getting it to your offense, that's going to take off, as we've seen. You give them enough opportunities, and they'll put the ball in the back of the net.
Joey Spallina still with just 1 shot. 2 minutes left in the first half, 5-goal Princeton advantage. Matt McEntee with a head of steam, singes the upper corner. McEntee, the sophomore, Long Island native, missed all of last season with an injury, and he's got his 3rd of the year.
And McEntee, no slide from Princeton, and he paints the post on the run. Nothing Croddick can do about that, just precision from the sophomore from Long Island.
You can't just kind of leave them out there for an entire season.
No, you got to have depth and a plan outside of your number one guy. Both these teams have great face-off men, but plans beyond them is essential.
Princeton can hold for the final shot with a 4-goal lead. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Top 10 matchup, Princeton ranked 7th. Syracuse coming in at number 6. Tucker Wade over to Bonanno. He's a lefty. Draws the pole. Now Tucker Wade, left-handed, scores. So Tucker Wade becomes the first Tiger with multiple goals, and the lead back up to 5 with 21 seconds to go.
And great job by Tucker Wade. Catches it right off the dodge, down the alley, and there's no contact by the Syracuse defenseman Filardi. And you give Tucker Wade his hands free like that. As I talked to Coach Madelon this week, and you know, he's such good friends with Coach March. He's like, I might as well just give him the playbook. He knows everything we're going to do.
And then on the other side, John O'Derna took over for Matt Madelon on the staff at Stevens, Division III school up the road in Hoboken, when Matt Madelon took an assistant coaching job at Princeton. Small world.
Absolutely. And O'Derna's energy is amazing. This guy gets the best out of his players.
Event operations staff here at Sherrod Field had some concerns with where they were going to put everybody with snowbanks on the far side, and those concerns seem warranted. Great crowd here on a Friday. 3 seconds left. The bouncer, without a lot of momentum, finds the back of the net. Peyton Anderson, the sophomore, with goal number 5, and Syracuse cuts it to 4.
And Peyton Anderson gets to the heart of the Princeton defense. Bounce shot, no one brings the body. Stick checks are not gonna bring down 88, and they have been smothering and suffocating defensively. And they've struggled so far at times defensively, so you gotta give this defense a ton of credit with how they've played so far.
Set to go here in the second half. They are just underway an hour south of here down at Franklin Field. Number 1 North Carolina taking on number 19 Penn in the other half of this ACC Ivy Challenge. McMeekin wins it, passes it off. Kabiri, and the Tigers strike 6 seconds in. Second of the day for Nate Kabiri, the junior. Fired up here at Sherrod.
And Andrew McMeekin picking up where he left off. Fast break off the face-off. He wins it out the front, draws the point defenseman, and Kabiri lets it fly.
Orange still looking for their first goal here in the second half. It's been a lot of that second midfield unit, Hahn, Huddle, and McEntee. Wyatt Huddle draws Cooper Miller. Now McCarthy mixes in, point blank shot. Anderson, save Croddick. It'll stay with Syracuse.
And great job by Croddick. We're seeing the Ivy goalie of the year right now that we saw a year ago. Ryan Croddick, phenomenal save right there.
9 saves, just 4 goals allowed for Croddick, the Garden State native. Anderson bottled up. Syracuse wanted the hold, and Anderson fights through and scores with an assist from the turf. Peyton Anderson, the sophomore from Hopewell Junction, New York, has his second of the day.
And Anderson runs away from the slide, and he's got the Orange back in this game. 9-5 here in Jersey.
Won't go on Cage, and that's the 4th or 5th shot clock violation caused by the Syracuse defense.
And what a stop by Coach O'Derna's defense. That is the style and what fans are used to seeing from the Orange defense in 2026.
It was 6-0 Tigers in the blink of an eye, and since then Syracuse with a 5-3 advantage. Might have lost it in the setting sun, had the carpet pulled out, and now the Tigers have numbers. Kabiri in transition. Over to Kramer, the trailer, top shelf. Princeton back up by 5 in the unsettled situation.
And Syracuse was perfect in clears to this point. And when you turn the ball over in clearing situations, it leads to unsettled, and those are the easier goals to score in this sport. Kabiri to Kramer, time, room, he lets it fly, and the Tigers are doubling up the orange.
Gary Gate talking about that loss at Harvard starting to factor in. Bonanno with Burns up top. Tucker Wade, short stick bouncer, plenty of backup and plenty of time on the shot clock.
And you've seen this Princeton offense throughout the entire game. They've given Syracuse a ton of trouble in the pick game. The way they set picks and the location that they set picks is such an issue for opposing defenses. They do it at an elite level.
Checking in down at Franklin Field or down in Philadelphia. 4-3 Penn on top of top-ranked North Carolina midway through the second quarter, still early. Reynolds goes low and scores to give the Tigers the 6-goal lead back. Parker Reynolds, the freshman, with his second of the afternoon.
And Parker Reynolds, 8 and white, we're seeing the potential emergence of a superstar. Down the alley, not much contact by the short stick, and he buries it for Princeton, offside on McCool. And I was at practice yesterday, and Coach Mitch.
6 minutes, Syracuse down by 6. Critical possession here for the Orange.
Yeah, Syracuse has got to go offensively. Got to be less deliberate here. We'll see. We'll see what defense Princeton decides to go in. Looks like the man-to-man.
Thompson on the doorstep, tic-tac-toe, and a wide-open look for the senior out of Ontario. Syracuse gets one back, and it's an 11-6 contest with 5.5 minutes to go here at Sherrod Field. Syracuse, we said, critical possession right on the lip of the crease, Finn Thompson.
And Thompson says, don't go anywhere. The Orange trying to get back into this game, down 5 with a pulse. 6 seconds.
So Syracuse ball, and it's going to be 5-on-4 in favor of Princeton. It seems right.
If you're both teams, you finish this 46 seconds.
If you're both coaches, you're just thinking, what, get us out of here?
Absolutely. You finish this 46 seconds, and you get ready for your next opponent after that.
Syracuse looking to get one back and get a little bit of momentum heading down to Penn on Sunday. Princeton looking to close out a dominant defensive effort. Kistler laying in to Leo. His shot and a goal. Man down tally by Michael Leo to get one back for Syracuse and make it a 4-goal contest lead.
And Leo's going to have to be big down the stretch if Syracuse wants to get to where they want to get to, which is ultimately Final Four weekend. Does a nice job there getting underneath and finishing and getting the ball past Craddock.